What is going on, guys? I'm just gonna jump right into the stream today. Hopefully everyone is having an awesome day. All right, see if we can get some insane wins. Yesterday we had some pretty gnarly wins. Got up 65-01. Not that rank is generally a concern of mine, but it is fun to get. We don't have long to get back up to that 8K mark, and honestly, we don't have emergency landing as a reason to just tank our rating into the ground, so might end up going up a little higher than we were last season. Let's see what kind of crazy anomaly combos we can get. We got probably one of the craziest matches with tavern spells to date for me, anyway. And we did it with Secret 7 Organa, so that is a good start. Chandvala is not bad to work with that either. Oh, what to do here? Not you. Now let's try Chandvala, see if we can push tier 7 quickly with some elementals. Dragons, elementals, mechs, murlocs, and naga. I know murlocs are kind of huge right now. Between the venomous and the poisonous, they are kind of next level. Got some insane root beer, aka Zevia, which is zero sugar. For those of you who want to drink soda and still get shredded. We got weight to lose, and it's a tasty treat. Alright. Well, wouldn't you know it, 0 elementals to start with. Kind of want to grab Bubble Gunner, but I have a feeling it's going to have, like, Taunt or Stealth right now. Yeah, Wind Fury's not the worst, I suppose. What do we have that we can go for elementals right now? I don't think there's... It's pretty much just the elemental ramp build that's not... Honestly, elementals are kind of less exciting now that we know how they work. Like, early season, they were awesome. Now they're just kind of meh. Millhouse is going to have 2 minions more on his field. No, he went tier 2. So his tavern upgrade costs 1 extra, so... Does he have nothing? I can't think of a way for him to get to tier 2 without just selling what he had. It's because there's not a way for him to get to tier 2 without selling what he had. Alright. I guess, I gotta say, I don't think that's really the way to play Millhouse, but to each their own. He's playing the short game. Oh, Grimscale, Elegant Egotist. No, elementals it is. Let's see. And it's elemental. Alright, we got a cheap tavern upgrade next turn. Cannot complain about that. I feel like Crackling Cyclone this early on is kind of like... If you get Crackling Cyclone turn 3, it's a pretty good chance you win the next round. This guy has 2 more minions though, because he's got the Embrace Your Rage, right? That makes sense. If we can hit the perfect, it's a win. A high damage win. Dealing damage cap on turn 3. I feel like I actually don't do that very often. No elementals again. Ain't that some thing? Yeah, another elemental. Let's do a just throw a tavern spell there. Next turn we could do, if we get an elemental in the tavern right away, we can grab the elemental. Tier 3 elementals are awesome. We do have Murlocs to trigger battle cries, so we could do end of round, get like a combination with the elementals and Murlocs going. Have old Murkai triggering the battle cry to increase the health gain. A Drakari. And I mean, I guess we just go with whatever we get, right? But no elemental right away. Let's go for a refresh. Perfect. Look at that. All right, so we got a glowing cinder. That'll start buffing our elemental buffs. Honestly, I'm going to do that for the elemental. And let's go up a tier. Oh, Sephin will just buff himself up to no end. It's not the best, but we still went tier 4. What keyword we getting? We got taunt. Alright, not the best, not the worst. Jeez. Well then. That's one hell of a team to start with. 10 damage from Malagos. Discover a minion of our tier, set its stats to 15. Honestly, I feel like it's not a bad play. Could also do Innkeeper Stein, which is probably a better idea. Let's go with the Glowing Cinder. Yeah, Crackling Cyclone as well. Spend that last gold on a refresh. And we get a Sand Swirler. We'll have extra attack, extra health, and the Sand Swirler is kind of what I was thinking for utilizing the Murlocs. Sephin will just keep buffing himself up. I think we have an alright field. I think Malagos is just... Malagos just had a good field. He beat Malagos, and then Malagos freaking dominated us. I'm assuming he dropped those 2 mechs in that turn. Is he? Well, yeah. Makes sense to me anyway.
Have a good battle, friend.
If we get something we can utilize with the Apprentice, like the tier 5 dragon for tavern spells, we could do something like the tavern spell build again, end of round, with Murloc Dragon. You should go full Murloc tavern spell build. I guess kind of the whole build was pretty much Murlocs. For the most part.
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure.
Titus Rivendare with the glowing cinder. And a Bran Bronzebeard. Oh, man. This guy got mixed. Something like that. Let the glowing cinder double proc. Honestly, Molten Rock would be a pretty amazing minion to just leave on the field once we start to ramp up the elementals. Maybe that is the play. Maybe elementals is the play and we just keep Sephin on the field for the time being. That's 2. Next turn, if we get 2 more, well, 1 more elemental after the Molten Rock, we can drop the tavern cost to 1. I'd like to triple those cyclones too.
You can turn this around.
Nice. Awesome, we got a win. Sephin should get like Venomous or Divine Shield next turn, right? Yeah.
Nice work out there.
Alright, Molten Rock, Bran. Let's do... I could do the Bountiful.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
He gets the 3/3 right away. Alright, up a tier. Let's do a refresh. We can get another minion. And we get a local R right away. End of the turn. Give your other minions +4 or +6/+4. We're gonna have to get taunt on our glowing cinder, but that's pretty freaking awesome. Windfall Tornado. Fireforged Evoker. Interesting. I do want the Windfall. I want the Windfall, and I'm going to say Crackling Cyclone's probably the best one to get rid of for now. I'll leave Titus with the Cinder for now. Oh, man. It's a 2 gold waste, which I don't like, but... Perfect. Glad we got the death on that. And the 1/1. Titus takes that out. Oh. What the heck? Is that? Oh, it must be the tier 3 version of it. It just shows it's tier 5. At the end of each turn, get a Windfall Tornado and give it +2/+2. And you've sold this turn. You know what? I'm going to go with that just because at the end of each turn. We can actually, we can get 2 Windfall Tornadoes if we get the double end of round. We should absolutely search for that. Unleash Mana Surge. Okay. Another Sand Swirler. Alright, something needs to go, and it looks like Sephin is going to be that. Do Sand Swirler. Young Murkai. We have the Bran. Double Battle Cry. We could use it with like Shell Collector for a minute, maybe. Get rid of Titus. Glowing Cinders. Nice, but not excessively necessary, right? It is good though. Yeah, just that Groundbreaker. 15.
Welcome back. How's it going out there?
I think Bran and Titus are going to end up going. Let's go up to tier 6. Yeah, let's do a refresh. Double Battle Cries, double Death Rattles. I guess that answers that. We'll just do 2 birds with 1 stone, huh? Put Moira on the field in a minute. Sand Swirler. Let's grab that Moira. I don't really necessarily want to get rid of Bountiful Bedrock yet, but it's really the only thing worth getting rid of on our field at the moment. Sea Witch. Double Battle Cries, Sea Witch, Dancing Barnstormer, double Death Rattles and Battle Cries, and we can just keep copying it and playing it. Seems like a no-brainer to me. But could also get... Alright, so next turn we'll get the triple on Moira and the triple on the Elemental of Surprise for Unleash Mana Surge triple.
You're doing great out there.
Alright, we tie the round up. They're on a win streak too. This, I think this is about to turn in our favor. Moira triple. Let's go over to tier 7. Another Sea Witch as well. End of round effects aren't doing much for us, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Do that. Get a copy of the Elemental to get that triple. Another tier 7. Arcane Behemoth. I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna grab the...
That'll do some damage.
Moira. Another Sea Witch would be fantastic. Varian.
For the Alliance.
There's the other Sea Witch. You know what? I could have used Sea Witch on Sea Witch to get the triple and done it that way. It's alright. It'll reset. We'll get something hopefully similar. We do have the Behemoth that we can use, though. Sea Witch almost has too much value to not have a copy of on the field, right? Yeah, perfect. Dies. Win the round. We're still in this strong. Nobody can die this turn, so we can't die next turn. Alright, top 5. Look at that anomaly. 82-65. Let's see if we can get a Sea Witch in the tavern right now. It's probably not the best way. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it this way. Varian. After we play one, after we sell one, it's basically the same freaking thing, right? So, let's just do that. 20 seconds. Let's rapid fire out some gold, huh? So everything in the tavern is pretty freaking beefy now. There's another arcane. Now we are going to sell that. And I'm just going to get a couple more elementals here. Oh. If we can get another arcane behemoth. Alright, no dice. I'm just going to leave this. Those are quite strong. That Venomous is not a bad idea. I don't really plan on keeping things in my hand, though.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
There's the triple on the Arcane Behemoth. I almost want to see if I can get an Arcane Behemoth from this. Oh, you know what we could also do is try and force an Arcane Behemoth to be gold. We got some extra minions to play with here. 15, Windfall. Puff Buff elementals a little bit again.
That's what I would have picked. Go big or go home, I always say.
And we got a gold arcane behemoth out of it. Discover a tier 7 Varian. Pretty oh, let's just freeze that. Grab the coin.
It's good to get some minions in play.
That refreshing anomaly is 6 free refreshes, so. This gold one's gonna ramp way harder now. We could pull off a combination if we can triple this arcane behemoth with some other arcane behemoths, and we can do a rotation with them. Make some absolutely massive stats. Ooh, he was on a 6 win streak. Millhouse hanging on.
You're good at this.
Right, let's grab that. Let's do away with the Unleash. That almost 1,000 stats on it already. So we're going for
Go ahead and hire one of these recruits.
Varian again. Alright, sell that. There's gold value. Alright, elementals. Elemental of Surprise. That is a freaking ridiculous Arcane Behemoth with the Divine Shield. Well, we made our more like 5,000 now too. Little bit bigger than them. Just a touch larger. So we'll get a triple on the Windfall this turn too. And we'll get, I believe, 2 minions that it'll sell for. He's out. Kind of curious what's going to happen between these two. He's going to end up with massive minions just because of the Venomous, but I feel like it's not really worth it. And I feel like Arcane Behemoth is not worth it to grab the Behemoth portrait.
You're good at this.
Teach their own. Did we not get a... Oh, it's the end of the round. Never mind, we'll do it this way.
Down a minion and up a goal. Go big or go home, I always say. That's what
That is a massive Sand Swirler too. Look at those. Over 6,000 on them now.
Go ahead and hire one of
6 free refreshes again.
hiring that
Alright.
will get
Sea Witch. On Sea... Oh, other than Sea Witch, sorry. Alright. It's fine. We get the triple there. If we get a Sea Witch here, which we do, now we can triple it anyway.
Oh, you're moving up in the world.
Varian. Let's get 2 more copies of the surprise.
Everyone's gunning for you. Watch
And we can sell off that glowing cinder now too. His minions are so tiny. Like comparatively, those are like microscopic. He just made 1 minion in his hand like a plus 7,000, but it doesn't matter because he lost anyway. $36 damage. Look at that arcane behemoth size. Alright, us versus mechs.
nice work out there. Keep up the pressure.
Let's say
Woe betide those who set themselves against
Okular, Genie, Gold. We just gotta empty out some cards from our hand here. While also looking for some decent elementals. I want 2 copies of this Localar for the triple. Look at all the variants. Those are... Oh my gosh, we got another one. If we could get the pirate... Oh no, it's not an option. I was gonna say, if we got the pirate as an option, that would be...
I didn't like that one either. Here's a goal
I have
for the
nothing to do with all that. Oh my gosh. I really didn't want that either. Alright, let's get rid of this thing. We have like more gold than we can do stuff with right now. Just because of how much we have to wait for things. I'm gonna buy big minions and just sell them. Everything in the tavern's over 500 now. I have no idea what these arcane behemoths are at. A lot would be the correct answer. Give us the spell. No? Did we not get the spell? I don't think we got the spell. What a rip. How big are his minions? Oh my gosh. He's got 1 in the 2000s. Our arcane behemoth is 15,000 and 18,000 right now. Not even a freaking contest. And Moira at 5,000. It feels wrong. Look at the numbers when they hit. 2,000, 15,442. 18,285. Next turn, we could just sell this 1 arcane behemoth and make them... Oh my gosh, the numbers. They grow so fast. Crazy. Alright, we had a Chenvala first place. That was an awesome way to start the day. I did not realize, well, if I had just read, we would have seen the Sea Witch strategy. I could not duplicate itself. Hold on. I'll be right back, guys. I have to pee really bad. Makes sense to go before we start the match, so stand by, like a minute and a half. Alright, we're back. Don't everyone disappear on me. Let's get into some more epic matches. Sometimes you just gotta pee. And I'm gonna proceed to drink some more liquid though. Hydration is key. That's what I get for working out right before I started the stream. Factory line. I actually kind of love this one. As long as you get one decent minion, you can just have all of them. What do you guys want to see? Reno game, Sir Finley game, or... Yeah, probably one of those two. I mean, if you guys vote up Millhouse or Alakir, go for them. But I'm thinking one of these two. What do you guys want to see? Silence is compliance to whatever I want to play. Gonna Be Rich is great, but I'm almost feeling the Finley. We don't feel like we don't get him very often. It's always fun to have no idea what hero power you're actually gonna play with. One of 3 choices. Could be something fancy. Alright, we'll go with Finley. The consensus is Finley.
Hey, my favorite commander is back. Ready to get started?
Stir the pot. Let's go with stir the pot. Let's try for Quillbore. Guess we can leave that in the hand, huh? I'll freeze that so we can absorb another Quillbore, and then we'll go up a tier. I've been trying for an awesome Quillbore game. We had the best, probably one of the best setups for like an absolutely incredible Quillbore game, and then we could not get 3 little Quillbore or anything that generated blood gems in combat, but 3 little Quillbore would have done wonders. Guess I have to have it on the field, huh? Not the minion I really wanted to duplicate, but the other options were kind of not great. Beasts, he tied against nothingness. It's probably a beetle then. That actually works out pretty well with Factory Line. You get to your hand before Factory Lines, before the start of combat.
You're good at this.
All right. Profit and a Glow Gullet? I mean, I'm gonna say let's go for it, and we can just absorb anything, and we'll have 2 Quillbore options.
Gems are a scarce resource these days.
Let our Glow Gullet triple. What are you doing, Zephyrus? Just hitting tier 3. I love how he won the last round and then sold everything for tier 3.
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure.
Oh, I'm gonna use it on the beast. I feel like if we're gonna change what we're going, it's gonna be beast probably. Murlocs kind of take time to ramp, unless you just go with like a venomous late game, but I would not play Murlocs against beasts. It's risky, to say the least. Any summoning comp is stronger than Venomous, I feel like. Granted, Murlocs can get pretty beefy size-wise, too, but... Come to think of it, you can just do...
I think you can win this thing.
I don't know. Murloc can be... kind of next level, I guess. There we go, Skitterer, huh? Lucky you. 7 damage with the 1 minion.
The battle is really raging out there.
I've moved over here. I feel like it's just easier for people to find the channel versus on Twitch where, I don't know. Not as big of a fan of the platform, honestly. Just, like, performance-wise, it's not, like, a... Like, think about it this way. If you're on Twitch, people generally go to Twitch just to find you. So, if you don't have, like, the discovery... Well, obviously, this isn't a huge channel. We're doing alright, but, yeah. Not huge by any stretch of the imagination, so... For real. I was on Twitch when I was playing League of Legends, but that's just because tons of people go watch League of Legends, and even then, like, my average viewership on YouTube is, I mean, let me put it this way, my average viewership on Twitch would be like 1 or 2 people. It's just not, it's just not good. But, again, on here, people can find the channel randomly. I don't know about you guys, but when I'm just hanging out, I scroll on my phone all the time, so I can definitely see how people get discovered on here. I make the shorts and everything, so.
Welcome back. How's it going out there?
All right, factory line. After you cast 5 spells, play a blood gem on all your minions. Kinda gross. I think we'll go with the wallet. The other one would have been the pendant. We are duplicating our field a lot already anyway. Alright, we've gone with some Murlocs here. Kind of want to go to tier 5. A Sin Runner. I feel like this can kind of fit into any combination, so I'm going to go with it for the time being. I'll get the triple on the Glow Gullet just to get a tier 6. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe when the channel gets to where I'm looking for it to get on YouTube. Like, once I monetize on YouTube, which obviously we have to have 1,000 subscribers, we're a little ways away from that. So, guys, if you're watching this, definitely, if you like the content, subscribe, turn on notifications so you know when we go live. And, yeah, once we get monetized and I am not just doing this as basically a hobby, I'll be a little more inclined, not that I'm not inclined to do it anyway, but I would be able to put more time towards improving the channel kind of across the board. Having a day job and all that kind of puts a little bit of a damper on progressing the channel too much too quickly. 10 damage again. Yikes. Zephyr's quit, huh?
I've got some fresh recruits for you. Oh, you're moving up in the
Tier 6, what do we have? And we got a Fellfire Conjurer we can work with. That's actually kind of gnarly. We could do a Fellfire build. After this gains stats, give the stats to the leftmost minion in your hand. Just leave Flighty Scout there to... I don't know. Let's throw the Genie down. I think we do the Conjure, and let's find the Murloc with the Death Rattle Battlecry there. Whatever the heck its name is. It does have a Death Rattle. That is it! The Gromling was what I was looking for.
That's quite the army you're building, friend.
I don't know why I didn't just buy it, but... Ooh! Anything. There's the triple on the Fellfire after next turn. I have tried duos a few times. I would probably like vet out whoever I'm playing with, but I would absolutely do duos. Honestly, it might be one of the offline things that I would do, but I don't know. You can kind of play that by ear. Wow, we just got absolutely freaking rocked. And we're going against the Zephyrus, which is a free win. So we'll throw the second Fellfire down. And a free win to me sounds like I should go to tier 6, honestly. Murlocs. Adaptive Ancestor can get the Taunt and the Divine Shield. So we get our Greater Trinket this turn. We get the triple on the Fellfire for another tier 6. We don't have access to dragons, only demons and murlocs, which are the only things that really work off tavern spells. We could get end of round battle cry for a Gromling Gourmet. Really need to get. We only have the reborn right now. Those are 4s, and we don't have double end of round effects. Again, we got a free win. If we get some armor, then we're guaranteed to survive the next round. Yeah, these people are up there.
You're good at this.
2 tier 6. End of turn effects trigger in extra time. We're gonna go for it and hope. If I can get something, honestly, just armor would be fine. Taunt, Divine Shield. I need to just refresh. Let's do a Murloc. Apprentice Sephin. Alright, that is all the bonus keywords that we'll need at the end of the round. His effect's going to trigger in extra time. Really need to get armor, I think. Demons. Double end of round effects. Oh my gosh. I don't have a way to buff, though. I genuinely feel like the armor is a must here. Could do something like that. Get rid of Glow Gullet. Get rid of Genie. Do... Natural Blessing could give all the Murlocs 6/6. which would buff the Flighty Scout, and then I can give the Muckbringer the seafood stew. Could also try for one more Gromling, I guess. That actually isn't terrible. It means that he's gonna get 3 other ones this turn. Oh, break Belcher. You know what? If we win, we'll have extra gold to work on. We could still survive even if we don't win. That actually works out. That Flighty Scout's a 42-42. Seffin got buffed up a little bit. He hits the Gromling. Yes! Okay. I actually think we survived this round now. We absolutely will. We win the round even, and he's out. Seffin's big enough. We got 10-10 on our seafood stew, and it's going to repeat a handful of times. We can repeat it on the Muckbringer. Keep buffing the Flighty Scout. Fellfire. Do we do Fellfire, or do we do... I think the Gromling now. Fellfire Conjure already goes off 3 times. Honestly, kind of need a couple more Gromlings if we could. We can just keep buffing that. And we got armor, so we're guaranteed to survive. Alright, now we had a little bit of freedom to search a bit. Another seafood stew. Oh, wait. Jeez. Alright, so we're gonna... That end of round effect's gonna go off 2 extra times already. So we're gonna get a bunch of Gromlings, gourmet Gromlings off this. I should have grabbed that Tavern spell. Whoops.
Better hire a recruit while you can.
$119, $120. $179, $180. Do we have? We have all but one? Yeah, we're gonna summon a 177 Flighty Scout as well. Maybe this is big enough. I mean, we can't lose this round, so we're gonna gain 6/6 on our Tavern spells. We get all the Gromlin Gourmet. We're gonna get the battle cries from those to get extra ones next turn right away. And he does not have big blood gems. He's got the Bristlebuck. This beetle's already dead. We've tried that before. But it's only Cool Bore. And Seffin's got everything now. 16, 16, and the repeat. Brand would be... Titus would probably be better.
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure.
Granted. What's better, Sinrunner Blanchy with a bunch of the stews, or the Expeditioner Flighty Scout? My big issue with the Expedition or Flighty Scout is that it takes 2 minions, but it's not really a big deal. Yeah. I can put another Blanchy on the field and we can do... Like, we lose a spot by keeping that in our hand. It's kind of... It's not a big deal, but... Could also weirdly ramp up a Shimmer Moth. Ooh, Hawkstrike. You know what? Ooh, weird. Let's do this. Let's do a couple refreshes, see what we find.
I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble. Hiring that minion will get you a triple.
Wanna see the voodoo I do?
That's quite the
I wanted to put that on the Hawkstrider. That's going to trigger those Gromlings, so we're going to get 6 copies if they both die. And our Sin Runner is already a 474, 474. The Sin Runner alone can take out his entire field. And then Sephin itself is a Venomous with the Reborn. But, yeah. So he's out. I think that was the right pick because the Hawkstrider is going to give us all the extra copies now.
You're good at this. Better hire a recruit while you can. Better hire a recruit while you can.
So 474, 642, 810, 978, 1100, and a 1500 Blanchy right now. Actually, it'd be nice if we found another copy of the Gromling right now.
That'll do some damage.
If there were mechs, that would be a little more tempting. Another seafood stew. Just a nice small 1600. Let me give that a little bit of something. Alright, there's the Gromling triple. Perfect.
That's a great play. I can't wait to
Perfect for a lot of reasons. One, we can play the extra one down right now. I'm actually going to do Hawkstrider. Maybe. I don't know. We get a lot of copies of whatever we have going on there. Yeah, let's hit the Hawkstrider triple. Oh, for Sin Runner? I'd like another Sin Runner, if we can. There's a lot of copies of Hawkstrider. Well, his beetles are big. I think pretty much just our Sin Runner can take out all of them over and over again. I mean, they're going to ramp up a little bit here. But it's a lot of extra a lot of extra stats, though, with those Titus. Yeah, literally just Sin Runner can take them all out. Before it even well, it's gonna die once. Nice thing is, even if he has Poison or Leroy, Sin Runner still has to die 2 times. So if we can get another Sin Runner on the field, and probably do away with the Felfire Conjurer. Get rid of these. Do not need those on the field anymore. Sure. Murlocs. What do we got?
That's what I would have picked.
Oh, you know what? That removes a minion, doesn't it? Damn. Never mind. That was a stupid idea to grab that. I'm gonna pretend I know what I'm doing right now.
One of these recruits. Better hire a recruit while you can.
Sure, extra gold next turn. Why not? I'm really looking for another Sin Runner. Let's get that down. Oh my goodness. I finally found the Sin Runner and couldn't hit the save fast enough. Alright, well, we get extra gold next turn. Not a big deal. I say that, but those are sizable enough. Oh, his blood gems are actually kind of small. 7/8. Yeah, those are tiny. I'm glad I made that Sephin 1,000 though, just to have another decent sized minion. And he's got all the fixins. Alright, well, George is out. And we actually have 8 copies of the seafood this time. Alright, we'll try to get that taunt off the Sin Runner. You are right about that. Factory Line's going to give us a ton of copies of something stupid. I mean, we could get 9 copies of Sin Runner, I suppose. Probably the best option. Another Hawkstrider Herald. Yeah, if that was destroy and not remove, be fantastic. Now let's do summon on Sin Runner. Grab that. Give us an anti-taunt. There it is. Look at that. Oh. 2,700, 2,833. I don't know if I want him first though. That's a little, that's not a big deal, I don't think. Let's give the Murlocs a little something. I'd still like another Sin Runner to buff the stats on right now, but yeah, give all our minions 44. We'll give him some more. That's some more. You know what? We're never getting rid of him, so why not? Give him some stats.
Go ahead and hire one of these recruits. You're doing great out there.
My goodness. I'm not playing anything fast enough. We're going to have no copies of the Gourmet. We will have 2 Sin Runners, though. his beetles? They're not that much bigger. They're not that much bigger, and our pony is a whole lot bigger. $49.49 on the seafood stew. He's gonna take a good chunk of damage this time. 17. We'll empty out our hand. We don't have to worry about filling it with all kinds of garbage this turn. I'm gonna sell off the Felfire this time. Alright, Felfire's gone. The deed is done. Tier 6. I'm just gonna clear out the crap in our hand this turn. I do want another Sin Runner. There it is. There's the Sin Runner. We got 2 Sin Runners on the field. Unfortunately, we have whatever this is stuck in our hand. It's gonna make something golden. Don't care. Bet you guys have never seen that. I'm just making something golden just to get rid of it. Alright. Defender's Rights. On the Cockatoo. Banana. And this should be a super easy win now. Alright, so that goes up by over 400 each time. Look at that, a nice golden 1500 and change. Minions in the Tavern at 49.49 this game. Buffing the Tavern with a Staff of Enrichment set up with this would be stupid. So he went with some one-shots. He's got 2 Venomous Murlocs probably in his hand. But that's it's not gonna save him now that we have 2 Blanchies. His Murlocs are... There's that Murlocs. His Beetles are decent size though. Take a few hits. I feel like this thing's actually giving itself quite a bit of stats on its own. The issue that this guy's going to run into is that we have no issue actually killing his minions. Alright, he killed our little Blanchie. Twice. That is GG. Look at that. 49.49. Those were all going to be 500, or yeah, 500, 500 on our Blanchies on the next turn. You're just freaking killing it in these matches so far. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying them. If you are, definitely subscribe. We go live every day of the week. And sometimes on the weekends. Depends. Real life's, you know, the pain. And if you guys want to see me do something specific, pick a certain hero, try for a certain minion type, let me know in the chat. Not opposed to just pushing for random stuff. If you saw a combo online that you want to see me try and pull off, I probably won't be able to do it, but I'll try. Beasts, Demons, Murlocs, Pirates, and Quilboar. I think this is the dumbest thing. Your next tavern spell you buy costs 1 less. Takes till turn 3 to unlock. It's probably arguably one of the worst champions to play in the game. I'm sure he's got his place somewhere and someone loves it, but a one-off, essentially 1 gold that you can only spend on tavern spells periodically. It's a lot of turns. You can get a free tavern spell by turn 10. Alright, we're gonna go with Thorum. We're getting 2 tier 6 minions for free with the anomaly. We're getting a tier 7 minion from our hero. Beasts, demons, murlocs, pirates. We could go with a free gold minion. I kind of figured that was going to be an option. We could also go for the beast setup with Battlecry Death Rattles, just using Moira. I think Saunders is probably going to be the best option. Let's go with Saunders. My reasoning is that we're going to gain 2 tier 6 minions for free. And we can just make one of them gold right away. So if we get something like the Shimmer Moth and we can make that gold, it's hopeful. But if we do... This is actually super good for Cenarius, because he's going to ramp up and just gain gold the whole time anyway.
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure.
Four more turns. 3 more turns? On turn 6. 4 more turns. We'll get our lesser trinket and we'll get our 2 tier 6s at the same time. I feel like this is... I don't know. It's so good, but equally can be incredibly unfair. Like, somebody right now could get, I don't know, 2 Druss off of it. Honestly, we could get 2 Druss off of it. If we get 2 Druss from that, obviously we're going to go Pirates. Something to that effect, you know. Speaking of Pirates, that is a super good minion to just have early game. Ooh, Strike Oil. Strike Oil for hitting that 65 gold faster, since we're only 12 gold in. How is everyone's night going? And if anyone was curious about the title, I was just thinking one, you know, there's 7 other people. In case you didn't put that together.
I shall join in the sport of combat.
And also Yu-Gi-Oh! If Yu-Gi-Oh! Wasn't so absolutely jacked up with the rules and the types of, I don't know, cards you could play, I would absolutely
It's good to get some minions
play
to
it. It's hot. Where are you at? It's sweaty here. It's just humid. It's gross. It's like rainy out ish. Like, it's just humid enough where it keeps raining periodically, but not really solving the problem. Oh, I don't know if you guys could hear that, but it felt delightful. Oh, all right, Patient Scout. 2 more turns. Ew. Yep. That was the neck. 28 degrees Celsius is like, what, 86, 87 Fahrenheit, something like that. I'm gonna Google it because if I'm wrong. 28 Celsius to Fahrenheit. Yay, Google. 82.4. That's pretty close. I knew I was somewhere in that ballpark. And we lost the round to lots of summons.
The battle is really raging out there.
Well, that is free gold spent for our delightful mission. Let's go up a tier, do a refresh, and let's get another pirate that isn't the laureate. I don't really like the landlubber either, but wow. Delightful. He doesn't even have anything to summon with it. What? Why? That was such an easy win. Mitchell, how's it going? Hey, we got a gritty headhunter. No shot. We actually got that for once. Kinda gonna go with the reflective pendant though, because we're about to get 2 tier 6s. Gonna go on hopes and dreams on this one, but we got a Shimmer Moth. We're gonna be able to make that gold and a Drust, so we can do the Pirate Shimmer Moth combo. I'm gonna go ahead and just get rid of my whole field, which seems insane, I know, but that's going to guarantee that we get extra copies of the 2 of them, and that is all we need to win. We're at like 6,700. Nothing crazy. Just having fun. What are we doing here? Let's go up a tier and see if we can't get a... Surfing Silvar is not actually bad. Really need the... Not Free Dealing Gambler. The Doubloon Grifter. Of a random friendly minion? Maybe? Hey, 5,100 is not bad. I didn't realize there was a lock-in at 5,500. How are you enjoying the matches? I guess if we get a copy of Saunders, we'll find out. That would be unexpected, but also not unwelcome. A Drust and a Marine, whatever. Muckburn Expeditioner. Damage cap's 10, so we're alright. We're alright for 2 more turns. We might start taking on a lot of water after that, though. Alright, second Drust. You can always trust a Drust. Honestly, I kind of just want to buy the 2 pirates, but I don't really want to buy one of those 2 pirates. Hey, Doubloon Grifter! Alright, I am going to leave that one on the field. We got a Boon of the Beetles, too. And we got a Gritty Headhunter. It's pirates next turn that we can grab. That'll let us ramp up. I'm hoping for another Dastardly Drust or a Shimmer Moth. If we get the Grifter, that's cool too. If we end up tripling the Grifter, I'm not really upset. It's a bunch of gold value, and then we can start to cycle the minions quickly. We're good for... Actually, we're good for 2 turns, because we can only take 10 here and 10 on the following turn. Thinking this ETC is probably going to ramp up a bit. I'm a little worried about how strong Cenarius will be, though. But We are 10 gold away, which means we're going to get our Captain Saunders next turn. We can slap that on the Shimmer Moth, make it gold. I'll probably leave Sanders on the field just in case we get another copy. Man, our beetles are already 2014s. It is so insane to me how fast those ramp up. Ah, alright, we lost to a golem. 5 damage. Not terrible.
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
Another Shimmer Moth. Alright, double Shimmer Moth. Gritty Headhunter.
Down a minion and up a go.
Landlubber. Let's get a different minion than the Drust.
Better hire a recruit.
Oh my goodness. Let's grab that. And we're going to go with a gold Shimmer Moth. We will leave him there. If we can make the other Shimmer Moth gold, even better. Let's get...
Down a minion and up a go.
A melody of love.
And I'm pretty convinced we'll win the next round since our beetles are already 95-64 up from 2014 last round. We are on turn 8 and our beetles are already almost 100 attack. Burgonian's demons, not too worried, honestly. These are going to be massive beetles. If we get another Saunders, we can make the other Shimmer Moth gold and then probably get rid of both the Saunders. I don't know what his gold form does. I don't know if it lets us make 2 minions gold. Maybe we leave him.
Keep up the momentum, friend.
Or we get another Shimmer Moth, which would also not be bad. Oh, okay. I know... What was it? One of the minions, they changed it so that it does let you make 2 different minions gold. It's the pirate one, I think. I think the tier 5, the starry whatever. She lets you choose 2 minions to make gold. You only need 2 pirates to make a golden pirate. The next pirate you buy is gold. I'm going to go with the designer eye patch so that we can get both copies of the Drust on the field. Not that it makes a big deal, but... Attack for our beetle. I should have gone with the other spell. That was stupid. It's okay. Alright, pirates. Yeah, extra gold. Why not? Woo! Alright, let's do... Yeah, we kind of have to go this route just to guarantee that we can do it. $161, $108.
Go ahead and hire.
And extra gold next turn. We got to get Reborn on the Shimmer Moths. No matter what we get from this lineup, it's good. Doubloon Grifter is less ideal, but if I can get a triple on her next turn, that'd be cool too. We kind of called exactly what was going to happen this match. We were going to get a Shimmer Moth from the Scout, and we could use Saunders to make it gold. Designer Eye Patch is going to let us ramp up both the Drust and the Grifter. For actually, no matter what we get for Pirates, we will get a gold minion now that we have the Eye Patch.
You're doing great out there.
The eye patch is at the start of the turn. We don't have a single end of round effect. This guy on like a yeah. This guy's on like a killer win streak until he went against Cenarius, who has Murlocs. Murlocs are what scare me. That's why I want to make sure that we get the Reborn on these Shimmer Moths. Soda's running through me. Alright, hopefully this turn goes quick so I can go pee. Probably not. Alright, we got the gold Saunders. Make 2 friendly minions golden. It does work like that. Let's do gold Doubloon Grifter. And gold Shimmer Moth. Like I said, I thought that they'd fixed it because it was kind of stupid that it didn't work that way before. 2 friendly pirates. Lame. I should have just done that at tier 6. Or, yeah, I should have gone up a tier. But I'm going to stick to this tier for now. We don't really need to go up a tier. If we can get another Gritty Headhunter, that'd be fantastic.
It's good to get some minions in play.
Oh, there's the other Gritty Headhunter. Hey, we actually spent the gold before it happened this time. Our beetles are up to 299, 200. 299, 200. We're going against Cenarius. So he's got all his venomous going on. I kind of assumed that would be the case. And our beetles are immediately stronger. And we win the round against him. So we took out Cenarius' win streak. He is going to be looking death in the face against us now. So our beetles are just going to get way stronger. We got another Shimmer Moth. That means that it is time, I believe, to get rid of Captain Saunders. We need the free space. I'm going to use this actually with a beast on the field to try and get not any of those. I really wanted to get a Reborn, or try for one. I'll grab that. Pirate, that's a buff to everything. Beetles are 335. That's 2 extra buffs, and 2 extra sets for our gold. No pirate option. I tried. I really want it. It's really not going to happen, apparently. Full Field of Beasts. Still not the beetle for the Reborn. Contract, though. Alright. Our beetle's 407, 272. Hopefully we don't get any more Doubloon Grifters. We'll probably go up a level next turn, yeah. It's once we hit 30 gold, I will get rid of the Grifter so that it's not a potential option, and it's only the Drust and the Shimmer Moth, so we can just fully fill the field with those. Hopefully we get... I'm thinking another Drust this turn. If we get Drust this turn, then we can just fill the rest with Shimmer Maws after that. But I want at least 2 Drusts on the field. If we get another Shimmer Moth, I'm going to just have to keep it in the hand. Oh yeah, he's done. I want to get our beetles up to like 1500s. I've never seen beetles stronger than 1500, so that would be such an epic goal. Alright. I should not have buffed that. I should have buffed a Drust. That's alright. Gold's up to 22. I probably should have, again, done that, but it's alright. Let's go up a tier. Alright, we got Gritty Headhunter. Grab the Blade Collector. Coast Guard. That is perfect. Full field of, or full tavern of pirates. Gold grubber. Yeah. Double gold grubber for the extra. That's actually insane. We can get a... Doesn't really matter what we got with that. But we got the Nightmare Party Guest. So we can sell this off. We can grab the Golden Touch. That was kind of what I was hoping for. We get 6 gold for that. Tier 6. Another pirate. Our beetles are 629, 420. So they went up 200, 200 in that round. I don't know what his blood gems are at. They're decent. 12, 15. Those are sizable blood gems, but not nearly going to be as... If we can kill off the Titus, yeah, he's out. They're not going to be as big as our beetles. Well, they are, but we don't have to worry about them anymore, so that's good. I'm thinking she might be out. She is. Just us versus Cenarius' Murlocs. Alright, we need Reborn for our beetles. Let's do another planar telescope. Still nothing. Alright, it's time to get rid of the... Time to get rid of her. They really don't want us to get much stronger here. Give us the Reborn.
Better hire a recruit while you can. Cascade away. You're down a minion and
Maybe we'll get another Shimmer Moth. Or another Drust. Oh, I should have grabbed the amalgam. $797 of 532. And that is a win. First place again. We are freaking killing it with the combos this, I don't know, tonight. Run to the bathroom again in between this match because I don't know. Maybe I'm just clenched up with the excitement. Guys, we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. If you enjoyed that match and you're new to the channel, hit subscribe, turn on your notifications so you don't miss a live match every day of the week. All right, I'll be right back. Alright, we are back. As I think that anomalies is like a must-have for me to do very well at this game. Like that added level of random is just what I need to push like my thought skill level over the threshold versus the people who play like, you know, meta, they know what the chances are to get certain things. Like I got it on lockdown. Turn 7. Discover a golden tier 5 minion. Alright, what do we have for tier 5 minions that are exceptionally good in this setup? Aside from your basic ones, those don't count. They do, but. Beasts, Elementals, Murlocs, Naga Pirates. I like a Kazmarak. A Kazam Zarek. I'm going to call him a Kazmarak still. I like a Kazmarak. I also like Bran. And I was kind of upset. We had Denathris last time we saw him. Let's do Bran. We get that early game Bran. I'm all about it. God of Death. That is kind of... That is a bold statement, sir. Freeze that other ominous there. A Bellsprout. I like the names. Toasted. Whatever CL is. I'm clearly missing something with that name. Michelle. Is that like Michelle? Quinn Fitz. Shredder. Someone watched a little bit too much Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I thought this said Little Die Hard, and I definitely like read that real wrong, and it's also really not that at all. Perfect. I'm actually really happy that we didn't steal that, because we can buy it. Next turn, we will buy the second or the Ominous Seer for the triple, which is going to give us a minion from the next tier. And really, I can sell the Angler, and we can get a tier 3 from it.
Keep up the momentum, friend.
Alright, alright. You and your tons of extra gold. I rolled a 6.
Welcome back. How's it going out there?
2 more Battlecry minions, though. So we're going to do that and this.
All the difference.
We are 1 minion away.
The future is now.
And we got a patient scout to work with from now until then. Is the tavern dish banana worth it? Pirates. Probably not. I'm gonna say no. Just let it reset. We got 2 reduction on the next tavern spell we buy, so if we get like an oil or something on the next turn, still wouldn't have made enough of a difference, so whatever. 5 damage cap. Alright, there's the last battle cry we needed. Boom, we got a Brand Bronzebeard. Let's go up a tier.
Powerful minions now.
Do a refresh. Alright, we'll grab that. Double battle cry. Bubble Gunner, 2 effects. Stealth and Reborn for some reason. Could do Elementals and buff the daylights out of them, or we could do Murlocs. And I wouldn't mind going for a straight Murloc game and try and do the Tavern spell ramping with only Murlocs and obviously double end of round effects. Because that was pretty crazy last time, but I had like a little bit of a bunch of things going on. We already have 2 with Bubble Gunner, 2 of the types on the field.
No mortal shall interfere.
Why a bunch of alley cats? He's very much taking 10 damage. And sell Patient Scout for a tier 5. Strike Oil is only 1 gold. Absolutely. Do that, get Taunt on him, and double stats. Bad. Bunch of alley cat stuff. Let's do 1 more refresh. Another Patient Scout. Well, you can try for the triple. We're gonna put it on the field anyway. Alright, so game plan. I don't even know if I know all the Murlocs all that well. We've got the tier... I think both the ones that we need are tier 5. Shulfin Mystic to buff the Tavern spells is tier 5, and Sephin is tier 5. Gormling Gourmet is a tier 4.
Doing great out there.
We need double end of round effects, which actually do ramp up the scout faster. We tie the round.
The battle is really raging out there.
I'm gonna go with the Splinter. I'm gonna sell the Patience. Yeah, we got 1, 2, 3. We got the Gormling. And let's sell that. We're gonna get something. Forest Rover. Sure. Sell it. And there is a... Oh my goodness. What are the chances we got the... The Gormling Gourmet in the tier 5 that we get is a Gold Apprentice Sephin right off the bat. That is not even fair to everyone else. Alright, I'm gonna go to tier 5. Maybe we get the buffs to Tavern spells from playing him. Alright, I was getting a little out of hand there. But, Strategist for the gold value. And we're still going to have a full field of minions. Venomous and Stealth. And yeah, still got a full field of minions. 7 gets 2 random. So in 3 turns, either way, he will have all of the buffs for our seafood stew. This is so strong. Is this what everyone's talking about with, like, Murloc meta? I don't know. All I know is that it's real broken. Obviously, we have to ramp up the spell power. And this turn, we get to discover a golden tier 5 minion. If this is the other Murloc, I'm gonna cry happiness. It is not. We got a Hacker Fin, though, which is still pretty solid. I think we go up a tier. And let's drop the Hacker Fin, I think, down.
The lava flows, and I flow with it.
Tier 6, extra minions. We don't really need him. She would be good for these, though. That's just a spell, so full send. I'm gonna do this so we can hopefully get a copy of not any of those. Alright. Humongous isn't a terrible stand-in for a hot minute, though. Be for each friendly golden minion. Thieving Rascal also wouldn't be good for some. Wouldn't be bad for some gold right away. Golden Brand. All right, that is definitely a choice. Let's kick the crap out of him, so we don't have to worry about Golden Brand coming at us. Couldn't even kill Gromling. Well, he's taking a full 10. He's in kill range now.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
Tier 3 from the strategist. All right, we got a Titus Rivendare. Go figure. A random death rattle.
What dreams are made of.
I'm gonna stick with. Actually, let's do this. See if we can get another copy of. All right. Let's go tier 6. We can get the young Murkai. We can trigger at least Gromling Gourmet. And we can search for the other Murloc. We're on a 3-round win streak. 15 damage is cap. We're going against Denathrius with Pirates. I feel like he's going to be weaker than us, but I could definitely be wrong. Yeah, and Sephin has everything, I think. Taunt, Stealth, Divine Shield, Venomous. So she should get the other 2. He'll have Reborn and Wind Fury this turn.
Everyone's gunning for her. Watch out.
There it is. We have every keyword on the field now. Wow. Freaking annihilated. 15 damage again. Is this gonna be like an easy walkthrough or what?
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure.
Get a base skill after you summon a Murloc in combat. Give it Divine Shield. Don't really like that actually. I think the discover 2 tavern spells. Two more tavern spells. Let's some stats on that. Give us the battle cry, Murloc. It is tier 5. With any luck, we got him. Shoalfin Mystic right there. Okay. And a Bran Bronzebeard. So we have some stuff to do now. Probably just gonna freeze the tavern.
What have I become?
It's good, but it's not necessary yet. Also, don't really have the gold for it. We'll get another... The battle cry is only really necessary for the Shoalfin, but if we can get a gold copy of the Young Murkai, we can do the Gormling and the Shoalfin at the same time. We're almost to the point where it's kind of getting late to start a combo, though. Alright, I'm taking 15. Get a little extra gold this turn.
The battle is really raging out there.
Eyes of the Earth Mother. We can put that on the Gromling thing. That thing. Gormling. Tier 5 Naga. Double Battle Cry. Sell that off.
Down a minion and
Make him gold. Grab both of those. Let's see if we can get a Young Murkai. Another Gormling. Extra gold. Let's put her stats onto something else. Okay. Double Battle Cry. Get the Shoalfin down. Again, double Battle Cry. It's already giving 20 something, 20 some odd, 20 some odd. Just gonna wait, get those ones. This next turn we'll just get a bunch of refreshes in. 3-3. That's just with one Shulfin too. So we got to make him gold. It's 2 more Shulfins and a young Murkai. Triple on Bran would be fantastic. But at least we got the 2 Gromling, or Gormling. Goodness gracious. 2 Gormlings. So we'll get at least 3 copies if they kill them both. His beetles are tiny. Oh. That changes a little bit. All-purpose kibble. That is... It's a little different. Whew, 77. Pulled the win out. That was actually a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. All-purpose kibbles up to 34.
Keep up the pressure.
All right. Just going to be refresh time like crazy here.
Go big or go home, I always say.
Could actually use Hawkstrider Herald again.
That'll do some damage.
You just straight up take a loss on this round and try for it. Try and get a young Murkai in the top. Eh. No, it's not worth it. Alright. Throw it on the Hawkstrider. We'll get 4 copies plus the additional 4. So we will buff up. Couldn't have been the other tier 6. Are you sure you're not young Murkai? No more Shulfin either. Those are some sizable beetles. We have to take out that Titus fast. Hopefully he gets good. He gets first attack, so at least he only gets 1. Kind of a waste of Venomous. Good. If we can kill the turquoise, no. Alright, we pulled out the win. He's out. I actually didn't think we were going to win that. Little hard dead.
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure.
8 and taunt. Buff everything, I guess.
Better hire a recruit while you can.
Another Gormling Gourmet.
Better hire a recruit while you can.
You know what? I'm gonna grab the Humongous. So we've had no luck so far finding any other Murloc to buff Tavern spells. So let's get rid of the Bubble Gunner. I'm gonna drop that down. Grab one more.
Tactical choice.
Yeah, nothing. Alright. So we got 4 or 5 on this. It's going to go off 7 times. So 101, 2, 129. So we're looking at about 25 each time. Sorry, 20, 25. Shouldn't it be higher than that? I don't know. 4 times 7, 28. That's not too bad. 327, 350.
Let's see if you can stay on top.
Wow, he's got a decent sized blanching. That's kind of like the combo we were gonna go for. Fauna Whisper. He doesn't have double-ended round effects, but he's definitely going to. Okay, we lose the round. We're not out though. It's gonna be close. Sin Runner Blanchy. Alright. Top 3, and we gotta go against the living guy. High T Service. And a Shulfin Mystic again. Alright, we're gonna do 1. Grab the Shulfin. High T Service. And 1 more Shulfin would be amazing. I don't think it's gonna happen. Another Humongous.
Go ahead and hire one of these recruits.
And we finally get the brand triple. Oh, game, you just love to hate us. It's like 50-50 right now. Grab the brand next turn if we even survive. I think we'll be hard pressed to live through this one. Yeah, it's kind of what I figured this field was going to look like. Yeah, we needed to get the tavern spells ramped up a little earlier than that. Honestly, one big minion would have been all we needed. But we still did pretty well. We made it to the top 3. There's no way that he lost that, so. 3rd place. Not bad. A bunch of 1st place and a 3rd place. We went up another 350 rank today. And we're not even pushing rank. All with completely freaking epic matches, guys. That is going to be the last match for today. I will be back same time, same place tomorrow. If you're new here, again, subscribe, turn on your notifications so you know when we go live. We drop a video in the morning, and I'll be dropping a short for you guys in a little while. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Again, notifications. If you like the video, hit the like button. There's not much more to it. You guys know how YouTube works. With that, I will see you guys tomorrow in the next one. Have a great night. Peace.